So for now, congratulations to the Detroit Lions. Congratulations to the Detroit Lion fan base. Their team is now 3-1 and atop of the NFC North. All right, so we move forward and let's go ahead and jump into some NBA news. And I couldn't get into it yesterday because we were doing college football, but I got time today. So pretty much here we are. Jrue Holiday on the move again. Should this be a top priority for the Clippers via trade? Jrue Holiday went to Campbell Hall High School. And Campbell Hall High School is in Los Angeles. It's in North Hollywood. And if you guys know, Bryce James just transferred out of that school. And when Jrue went there with his twin brother, they won the state championship 3 years in a row. But they were a small school that played in a small division at the time. I know, because I'm a Cali kid and I'm a SoCal kid. So I was around for when Campbell Hall became a really good team because it was a Pasadena guy that made them a pretty good team. Shout out to Joe Ford Sr. But now you fast forward to today, Jrue Holiday has become one of the more prominent defensive guards in the league. Great two-way guard as well, too, and a ultimate leader. And he also is a world champion. And this is something that is really hard to come by in the NBA right now. And the Clippers really need a guy like this. The Clippers have been, for all these years, bringing in superstars that are on the cusp of wanting to win a championship, to put them with a star that they probably drafted, they probably built up, things of that nature. It's been like this the last 15 years. I'm just going off of the times when Sam Cassell was here, Blake Griffin, when they picked up Chris Paul. The Clippers have been a successful team since that point. They've been a good team. They've been a great team. And they have not won any championships. They went to one conference final in this tenure. But what does it take to get over the top? They brought in Kawhi Leonard. That was a huge move because Kawhi Leonard made them an automatic championship contender. Let's just keep it real. Then they bring in Paul George as well, too. So then now you feel like you have the ultimate duo of two-way players who are at the top of their game and they're considered top 10 players in the NBA, period. Then you have to deal with the fact that these guys are hurt a lot. And so it's been a struggle for the Clippers because the Clippers are probably the best mediocre team in the NBA because they can win enough games to make it to the playoffs. But when they get to the playoffs, all their injuries, all their issues arise. And it's been a burden of bad luck for this team, straight up. And it just seems like they get snake bitten in the playoffs. When you bring in a guy like Jrue Holiday, you won't have to worry about being snake bitten in the playoffs anymore. You match him up with a guy like, you put him in a lineup with a guy like Westbrook and with Kawhi and George healthy. This is going to be something beautiful. Then you throw in somebody like Zubac in the situation at center, and they will be the best team in the West, in my opinion, because they'll have everything going for themselves on both ends of the floor. They already probably have the deepest roster in the league when it comes to guys that you can move in and out of the lineup. The Clippers have done an excellent job building a basketball team, but they're missing that key piece, and it's a champion like Jrue Holiday. It's a leader like Jrue Holiday. It's a hometown kid like Jrue Holiday. And he meshes so well with Paul George and with Russell Westbrook and with Kawhi Leonard. But knowing how this situation works, it can't be that perfect for the Clippers. I would think that Russell Westbrook will probably be one of the assets that they have to move to bring Jrue Holiday. And I totally feel that the best move right now is Jrue Holiday to the Clippers. So if you have to get rid of Russell to get Jrue, you got to do it because he's going to give you exactly what you need to unlock the next level in the game. It's that simple. But I would love to see them actually keep Russ because you don't want to get your situation affected in Portland. We're rebuilding this team around Anthony Simmons and DeAndre Ayton. Straight up. That's the core situation. And then you got Scoot there, the young rookie that has the potential to be a great player with this team. And so we'll get to that on our next segment. But to wrap this one up right here, the Clippers have to make a splash like they've done before. And it's not that hard to do because they have key pieces that can be moved to bring Jrue Holiday in to make sure this deal works as quickly as possible. But in reality, you know that as a Western Conference team, you don't want somebody like this to get down to a team like the Clippers. So you'll try your hardest to make sure that you're getting him to the Eastern Conference. And I think if they don't make a deal happen with the Clippers, who are very, very adamant about bringing him, I think that Philadelphia sneaks back into the room and they figure out a way to make this deal happen and get Harden off of their books because Harden doesn't want to be there. And then you bring Jrue Holiday back, a guy who was actually a part of the beginning of the winning in with the 76ers. A lot of people forget that, but Jrue Holiday was a member of the 76ers and was an all-star with the 76ers as well too. So it would be a great homecoming for him as well, going to the 76ers. So this is a wanted man in the NBA right now. And whoever he goes to, he's going to make that much better. But I feel like if the Clippers really, really are into winning championships or want to actually win championships and really, cash that check that Ballmer keeps writing, then they'll go ahead and they will do whatever it takes to bring Jrue Holiday to the Los Angeles Clippers. It's that simple. So with that, let's move on to our next segment. We're not leaving the NBA. We're about to jump into